Here we go then. It's the score predictions for another week, another match week 12. I've got Neil, I've got Paul. It was a low-scoring week last week. We need to get back onto our usual good form of picking out winners and picking out correct scores as well. It is 3 points for a correct score. It's 1 point for a correct result. I know Paul doesn't like that. He's trying to change things. We'll see how we go. But Neil is very much... Neil's already talking about Christmas prizes, winter champions in this on our WhatsApp. Is there a prize to who's top at Christmas? No prizes to be top at Christmas, Paul Robinson.
Yeah, so you have 2 tickets for Liverpool to lose away.
Hey, he's still rubbing that in. We'll move on swiftly from that again then, shall we? Although it's still 2 games in that division, and I'm sure Liverpool will qualify and not in second place, so they have to go and play Newcastle or someone. Let's just get into the scorecast before we get out of my busy footballing mind. Wolves against Tottenham, and then we'll start with you, Paul Robinson.
Going tomorrow, pessimistic from a Spurs point of view, but I think there's enough spirit in the Spurs camp to nick it 2-1.
Well, I'll be digging deep at Wolves. No Mickey van der Ven. Maddison's just pulled out the England squad as well, Neil, so he's definitely not playing in this one. Suspensions all over the place, but Wolves not got Neto. 0-0. What is it going to be?
Yeah, it could be. I think Spurs have been brilliant, but I just think they're missing too many key players, and that will unsettle the balance of the team. So I'm going to go for Wolves to nick it. They've had some bad luck, Wolves, this season. Maybe the luck turns. 1-0 Wolves.
1-0 Wolves. Sticking with you for Arsenal, Burnley, Neil.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be as big as the one against Sheffield United recently, with a few key players. We think out Jesus, Odegaard, and maybe Saka. So just the 3 I'm going to go for Arsenal. 3-0.
Just the 3? What are you thinking, Paul?
I like going second on these.
He's gone 4. Oh. Have you changed your mind? Because you've been anyway. So that's how it goes. So 4-0 Arsenal for Paul. Staying in London with you, Paul. Crystal Palace, Everton.
I think Everton are a different outfit to what they have been recently. I think they've really turned a corner. Sean's starting to get his message through. They're playing well. They're scoring goals. Not going to be pretty, this one. And I don't think you make any apologies for that, setting up hard to beat away from home. Palace, don't know what we're going to get from them. They're unpredictable. 1-0 to the Toffees.
1-0 to the Toffees. Sean Dyche unbeaten in his last 5 against Roy Hodgson. What a clash that is. Neil, what's the score?
Yeah, they have a great record at Palace as well. Palace have only won once at home in 29 years in the Premier League against Everton. I'm going to go for that run to continue. So 1-1.
A 1-1 draw. Staying with you. Going to Old Trafford, Man United, Luton, Neil.
Yeah, they've not playing well, but getting okay results in the Premier League. So 1-3 of the last 4. I think they'll win this one narrowly as well. 2-0.
2-0 United. Any more crisis this weekend for United, Paul?
No more crisis, but I've got 2-0 written down, and I don't like going the same because it doesn't make for good viewing, does it? Not for us and not for the viewers. Let's go 3-0. Let's put one more on it. Let's go 3-0.
There you
Roll
go.
the dice.
It's just Mr. Entertainment. Man United against Luton. Staying with you, Paul, for Bournemouth, Newcastle.
Happy return for Eddie Howe. I think Newcastle are too strong, even with the injuries that they've got, coming off the back of a disappointing trip to Dortmund midweek. 2-0 Newcastle. Bournemouth manager gone at the weekend.
No. What do you think, Neil?
I don't like to see managers sacked. I'm not going to call that one out. So Newcastle to win this one narrowly. I give Bournemouth a goal. So 1-2.
1-2. To Liverpool, Brentford, Neil.
Yeah, I'll be there. Brentford have been very competitive away from home. But I think it'll be close. Don't think it'll be a pretty watch. I think Liverpool will have too much because of the firepower. 3-1.
3-1. That has been the home record of choice. What do you think, Paul?
Slightly different for me. 2-goal margin, but I think Liverpool too strong. 2-0 Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool. Brighton, Sheffield United, Paul.
We tried to make a case for Sheffield United, didn't we, on the south coast? Brighton, I think, have got enough attacking prowess, but they do concede. Can't see them getting the first clean sheet. I think the Blades might nick one on the road. 2-1 Brighton.
2-1 Brighton, a victory. Do they get back somehow to winning ways, Brighton, Neil?
Yeah, I think they do get back to winning ways. Drawn too many lately, but I'm going to go predict a first clean sheet of the season for Brighton. 2-0.
2-0 for Brighton. Staying with you for Villa, Fulham. Off the back of that impressive result again in midweek.
Yeah, Villa are too good at home, aren't they? Fulham don't get enough goals. It's just whether they can nick one or not. I don't think they will. I'm going to go for Villa to win 2-0.
13 wins in a row. Paul Robinson, what do we think?
Yeah, I've got Villa to win. I've got Villa to win 3-1. I've given Fulham 1. Although, they, like I said in the when we were doing the previews, they do struggle for goals. But I think it might be one of them type of goal games Fulham nick one early, Villa will come back and steamroll them. 3-1.
3-1 to Villa. West Ham Forest, then. West Ham still to win a game after a European midweek game this season. Will they beat Forest, Paul?
Yeah, first one after a European game. Won't be pretty, won't be a nice game to watch. Job done by David Moyes' men, only just 1-0 West Ham.
1-0 West Ham. What are you thinking, Neil?
Yeah, been in poor form in the Premier League, West Ham, but get back to winning ways. Forest, very good at home, not so great on the road. 2-1 home win.
2-1 to West Ham against Nottingham Forest. And the final game of the weekend is Chelsea versus Manchester City. We're thinking maybe comfortable for City, Neil Mellor?
Not comfortable. I think City will win. Just maybe Chelsea might get a goal at some point. I'm going to go for a 2-1 away win.
Ooh, 2-1, keeping it tight. Is it going to be more than that for City? Paul Robinson, what's your thoughts on this?
I've given Chelsea a goal, but I think City will get more than that. I'm going to go for 3-1 for City to win at the Bridge.
3-1 for Manchester City, which will complete and does complete the scorelines on this Premier League match week 12. Good luck with those. We want more scores. We want more points this week than last week. And Paul wants to get back, clawing his way back towards Neil Mellor in the score predictions.